In this session, we will discuss about counters. At the end of this session, you will be able to use counters in your PLC programs. In Logix Pro software, there are two types of counters available: up counter and down counter. Consider we are working with an industrial robot which is controlled by PLC. The robot is placing the product on a conveyor belt. You can see there is a proximity sensor which is connected to the digital input of PLC. You are being asked to count the number of product picked by the robot. In such situations, we need counters. As we discussed, there are two types of counters in Logix Pro software: up counter and down counter. First, we will learn what is an up counter. The logic symbol of up counter is as shown. There is a counter number. The input is count up. There is a preset and accumulator. There are two outputs, CU and DN. The accumulator is incremented at each rising edge of the input. The CU is high whenever the input is high. The DN bit will be high when the accumulator is greater than or equal to preset. Let us analyze the operation of an up counter in the simulator. First, let's just add a new rung. To get the counter, go to the timer/counter tab and select CTU, which is up counter. Place it on the first rung. To control the counter input, let us place one normally open contact and place it here on the first rung. Let us give an address of this normally open contact from here. We need to select a counter. For that, double click on the question mark. It will automatically select C5:0. If you need to change that counter, you can double click and select any counter, C5:1. As we discussed, we need to give a preset value. I give preset 6. The accumulator will be 0 in the beginning. Now let us download this to the PLC and run it. You can see when I click the input, the EN bit is high and the accumulator is incremented by 1. Now I release the input. The CU output is also 0. Now click once more the input. It is incremented by 1. You can see the accumulator is incrementing here. Now it is 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the done bit is high. If you need to reset the counter, you can add a new rung and place a normally open contact and select a reset from the timer/counter bar. Reset. Select the counter to be reset and give that address to reset. Now give a control to this normally open contact so that you can reset using that pin. Download it, run it. You can see now the accumulator is 2. You can reset it by this switch now. See, now this is reset. Count up. You can see the accumulator counting up. When it becomes equal to preset, the done bit will be high. And if you need to reset it using this switch. When you reset a counter, the done bit will become 0 and the accumulator will also become 0. As we discussed in the previous video, there are two types of counters in Logix Pro software, up counter and down counter. We discussed about up counter in the previous video. In this video we will discuss about down counter. In a down counter, the accumulator is decremented at each rising edge of the input. The output CD will become high when the input is high. The output then bit will be low when the accumulator is less than the preset. A tip that I can give is use negative value as preset. Let us analyze the operation of a down counter in the simulator. Start a new run and go to timer/counter tab and select CTD, which is the down counter. To control the counter, let us place a bit operator normally open. Let us give the address for this normally open contact. We need to select the counter. Here C50 is selected. Let us give the preset a negative value -5. Now let us go to the download and run. You can see the done bit is high even at the beginning and the accumulator is 0. Now the accumulator became -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So when the accumulator is less than the preset value, the DN bit will go low. You can see that accumulator is counting down even though it is less than the preset value. It will continue decrementing. So now it is -13. If you need to reset it, we have to modify the diagram and add a reset. Go to timer/ and place a reset. We need to give the same address as the counter. So C50 is given for reset. We can give a control for reset and give the address. This is for resetting. Download it and run. You can see the accumulator is still decrementing and I need to make this accumulator 0. So I will press reset. Once I press reset, the DN bit will become high and accumulator will become 0. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Bye.